Many are asking today what can be done to stop the violence against political figures and turn our country in a different direction. 13 on your side, political reporter Josh Albertus continues our team coverage now with what a counterterrorism expert is saying. Josh.
And Juliet, a lot of the answers to those bigger questions are still very murky, it seems, because this keeps happening. You'll remember that this is just the latest instance we're talking about here of violence against a political figure just this year. We also, of course, had the violence against those two state lawmakers and their spouses in Minnesota this summer. A prominent Democratic state lawmaker and her husband died there. And now Charlie Kirk's death is just the latest in what many now seem to see as a very clear and dangerous normalcy. Our team spoke with a former senior director for counterterrorism at the National Security Council. And while we still don't know anything about who the suspect of that shooting may be or their motives here, this expert believed, given the context and what actually happened, this appeared to be, in his view, deliberate and methodical. One round seemingly fired from a long distance and not a mass shooting. And from his own experience, we asked about how he may think it possible to break this cycle of violence.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure there's a single solution to this. And, it always comes down to a combination of factors. And we're just going to have to wait and see once we find the identity of this current shooter. Who was this person? How did they conduct the attack? What activity were they engaged in? What behaviors were they demonstrating? Who were they connected to? These are all the investigative and law enforcement questions that are probably being asked right now in the moment.
Of course, again, we don't know the suspect or the motive, but other folks I've spoken to in the past have signaled to me, combating political violence falls on essentially all of us, leaders and everyday people, to respect each other and take the effort to use rhetoric that tones down division. In the newsroom, Josh Albertus, 13 on your side.
Josh, thank you.